I'm TLC from Quantum Balance Crystals, and I'm the heart of QBC. And today I'm wearing red, and we are going to dive deep into the root chakra, into the red energy. And in this video, I want to create with you a vision of what it's like to be in the red energy. And I'm going to go over the purpose of red, the intentions, and even some exercises and some things you can do on your own to really get into your root chakra and get your root chakra open and flowing and connected. So the red energy resonates with the root chakra, and the root chakra is the energy center that is closest to the earth. And it's also the first chakra, the first energy center of our whole energetic system, our energetic field. And so it's very important we work on our first energy. We connect to the earth energy. So any affirmations, any intentions, any desires, anything you want to change or transform in your life, you need to be connected to the earth energy, because manifestation only happens when you evolve and you have the red energy. And so one of the purposes of red is grounding. And when I was opening up to the source energy, into that quantum field, I was very purple and magenta and very out of my body. Why? Because I had a lot of pain in my body. I was uncomfortable in my own skin. I didn't like being here now. It was like uncomfortable, painful. You know, I was having life issues, you know, divorce and surgeries on my neck. I had scoliosis as a child, and I was having issues in the physical. And it was getting too much for me. And so I wanted to go out of my body. That's what we do when we are living our life, is that we start becoming really purple, really spiritual, and we are in our head all the time, and we don't even feel our body anymore. And so when I opened up to source, I wanted to feel all of it, and that was, I had to go back into my body. And when I did that and connected in that energy, I started getting information that started coming through. And that unseen energy is so intelligent, it started showing me the colors and the messages in the color, and how I could use colors to serve me, and that every color has a purpose. The first step of really unlocking your root chakra is to work on your foundation. And your foundation is really about being safe in your own home and to be comfortable in your own skin. To do that is you got to get your energy to be more present into your body. When our foundation is shaky, it's because a lot of our belief systems are not supporting us. They're not serving us. We might feel like we're not good enough. We might feel like we're a failure. And everything we create and manifest is coming out of that filter. And so we really want to start turning around all our belief systems. And that's part of, once you start wearing the red pendant and working on your red chakra, you'll start seeing these beliefs coming up into your consciousness, and you'll know exactly where to shift them and turn them around. And that's the beauty of working with this energy, is that it brings it up to you so you can be seen. You can see the unseen energy of your belief system, and you can change it, you can turn it around, you can make it support you. All right, so if you're ever asking yourself, when you are working on your foundation, you're ever asking yourself, what are my limiting beliefs? What is stopping me? What is holding me back? Well, this is what I did, and it worked really well, is I would sit in a meditation, and I would ask myself to be shown what I wasn't seeing. And let me tell you, meditation can be difficult for a lot of people. If you're like me, I was like, how do you meditate? That sounds like I could just, you know, sit up a room and sit, but it was painful for me to meditate, because when I would sit in my stillness and meditation, I had so many thoughts and so many beliefs that were contradictory to each other. It was like a train wreck in my head. I was so in my head. It was so much anxiety and fears. And so I met this one lady in this meditation, and she said to me, she said, just sit in it. Pain will shift out of your body. In her experience, she was struck by lightning, and she had a lot of pain in her body. And I had a lot of pain in my body, so I related. She goes, just sit in meditation and that pain will shift. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to trust that and I'm going to do that. So when I started sitting, the mantra that I was shown too was to show me what I'm not seeing. Because they said it's all around, love's everywhere, love's all around you. And sometimes I get so blocked and stuck that I didn't see it. And so I would ask in my meditation to show me what I'm not seeing. And things would always be revealed. Either a person would be revealed to me, or I would see that thought that I was holding on to, that I wasn't good enough. And when you see it, it gives you a chance to turn it around and realize you are good enough. You are enough. Everything you do is enough. And that's transformation. You can just start shifting your thoughts around like that. And so I would suggest meditation would be one of the first things you should start practicing. And what you notice is never perfect. It's a practice. We're just here practicing all these tools. And that's one thing about the root chakra. And my pendants are their tools. They're tools for awakening. So when you're in your meditation, I want you to break down what comes up for you. Break it down into little pieces and really see if it's true or not. And also, if it's like an experience or a situation with somebody, play it out in your mind in the meditation. And then really look at it and see what the truth really is in that experience. Because I realized that we're all story, and we're authors of our own story. We create magnificent stories. And so when I allowed the story to be played out into my mind in my meditation, it like took the power and the energy away from it. It like discharged it. That's all I had to do, and it left my body. But the problem is that we don't do that. We let it play over in our minds over and over again, and it becomes power, and all of a sudden your little pain becomes a big pain because we've given it so much energy. And the same is for even not feeling good enough about yourself. You can give that so much energy that you totally talk and live out of that filter that you're not good enough. And so these meditations with the root chakra are really important to really see what is your core belief system right now, and does it serve you. The second step of opening up your root chakra is physical vitality. And it's really important that your energy is moving forward. So if you imagine your energy being stuck and stagnant and you feel very low energy, well, the best thing for you to do is get up and start moving it, because you want to raise your vibration. You want your vibration to be higher, and you don't want to live in that low vibration. So what you want to do is move your energy forward. And the best thing I find for myself to do is to go jogging or jump on a trampoline or do even Qigong works. And a lot of people love yoga, but is to get that energy moving, because you want a momentum of your energy moving so it unblocks that energy that's stuck and stagnant. So another thing with the root chakra and the physical vitality is that when you start working on your physical, you're going to start being in touch with your pain. And especially when you're sitting in meditations, if you start feeling the pain, you want to start discovering what that pain is. And what I discovered was there's 3 types of pain. There's physical pain. That's pain when you have something really physically wrong with you. You're going to have physical pain. Or emotional pain. Emotional pain could be like, you're going through a divorce, you lost your animal, a loved one. That's a emotional pain. One type of emotional pain. And then the other one is mental pain, when you have a lot of thoughts where you think you have pain, and that drives you to more pain, but it's really not true. It could be even a past memory or a trauma you had, like in an accident way back, could trigger your body to show a memory of that accident. And then your shoulder still thinks it hurts, but it's only reacting from a memory of the trauma. So when you really get deep into the root chakra, you start realizing all this stuff that is stuck in your body. So I'm going to share you a testimony about my son, where I got to visibly really see and observe how this fear and anxiety really works in your body. Because my son, at 7 years old, was full of panic, full of anxiety, and full of fear. So much fear that he would come home in kindergarten with books from the library about natural disasters. And he would bring hurricane books home and different things. I'm like, why are you renting these books out? And then he rented out a tornado book. And somehow when he saw the tornado book, on page 7, he saw a really black tornado. And he put that tornado in his mind. And from there on, his mind had that mental trap, and his thoughts kept creating power and energy that the tornado was going to hurt him. And then he made a belief that the wind was going to hurt him. And from that day on, he was scared of the wind. And every time the wind would blow, he would be freaked out that the wind was going to hurt him. Even so bad that days he would look for the wind. And he would look for the wind. And, you know, I'm like, what are you looking for? He was like, the wind is going to hurt me. And then when I took him to talk to somebody about it, he said on page 7 in this book, that's where he saw the tornado. And I went to the school and verified it was true. And so I got to see how that mind works and how our minds can pick up things. We put it in our minds as a vision, and then all of our being believes it, and we start acting like it's true. So we realized how much it was mental pain with Nick, and it took him a bunch of years to really learn how to channel his energy properly, because he was very young. And once he started channeling his energy properly, he was able to release those thoughts and turn those thoughts around and realize he was safe and the wind isn't going to hurt him. And what he did was he used wind as his teacher. And I noticed he started doing more fear-busting things. And it was just a practice for him to get out of that tight fear, how it was really controlling his life. And now today, Nick has progressed so much that he's out in the wind all the time, like it's his teacher. Like he's working on a boat, helping the captains move the boat through wind. He also has his own inflatable fishing boat. He goes out to Lake Mead and fishes. He doesn't have that anxiety about the wind anymore. And he also skydived like 2 years ago and surprised us with this video to show us his skydiving, jumping out of the plane. When it's like he's a completely different kid. He's totally transformed his life. And now he knows how to channel his own energy. Okay, the next step in this process is manifestation. It's when we're grounded and we're creating our new foundation, and we watch and we start seeing things manifest for us in front of our eyes. Things that we're really feeling are becoming to fruition. It's just really amazing how much power we have and how we can manifest anything we're desiring. So that's one of the last steps of the root chakra, is the manifestation. One of the things I like the most about asking myself, what do I really want to manifest? What kind of life do I really want? What kind of relationship do I want? It's all about manifesting the good that really serves us. And so if you notice any feelings of feeling like you don't have enough money, that's an example. You want to feel prosperous. So one of the things I manifested with the root chakra was prosperity. I started seeing prosperity is everywhere. I didn't want to see that I had lack or limitations, or see that, you know, I didn't have enough, or that I wasn't supporting myself. I wanted to see that I was being supported by the universe. I had all that I needed. I was enough. Prosperity was everywhere. Everywhere I looked was prosperity. And in conclusion, I want to leave you with my favorite affirmations. And the first one, number 1, is prosperity is everywhere. And number 2 is I live life with passion and purpose. And number 3, red is my money magnet. And number 4, I am being fully supported by the universe. Thank you so much for being here, for listening and being here with me as we went and dived deeper into the root chakra. And good luck on your journey. Enjoy, play with it, and have an amazing ride.